Hi there, this is Professor Monty. We're going to look at factoring using the difference of squares. Now, this is something you're going to see a lot. This comes up over and over in factoring throughout algebra, throughout calculus. So it's one of those formulas you really want to understand, and it's a very quick one. Okay, so the difference of squares is the difference, meaning we're subtracting two perfect squares, a squared minus b squared. Okay, it's always going to factor into a plus b times a minus b. Sometimes people like to put a minus b times a plus b. It doesn't matter which order you do that because remember multiplication is commutative. You can put it in any order, but the b has to go last if it's last. A, of course, has to go first. Okay, why is that the case? Well, let's look at what this a plus b times a minus b is. If I FOIL it out, I'm going to get a squared minus ab plus ab minus b squared. Those two are going to cancel out. They're the same thing. I'm just left with a squared minus b squared. Oh, yeah, so anytime these multiply together, that's what I'm going to get. And note, a squared plus b squared is always prime. It's not factorable. Okay, so short of maybe a greatest common factor in there, a squared plus b squared is prime. Okay, so keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and factor this, x squared minus 25. So what I'm trying to do is see if it fits in this form. Well, it does something squared. Yeah, that's going to be the x squared, and that's going to be the 5 squared, and there's a minus in between. So it fits this form, a squared minus b squared. So it factors into this plus that and this minus that. So we just take what's inside, the x, and then the inside, x plus 5, x minus 5, and that's factored out. Really quick, really simple. You can FOIL this out to see that, oh, I've got my x squared, I've got my minus 25, but the 5x minus 5x is going to cancel out, okay? Just like we did up here. Next one, again, let's look to see if it's perfect squares. Well, this is because it's 3x. Let's make that a little bit bigger. So it's going to be 3x squared. It's something squared. 3 squared to the 9, x squared is the x to the 4th, minus, well, this is going to be 4y quantity squared. So it fits the form a squared minus b squared, something squared minus something squared. So we take each of these on the inside, put them together, once with a plus and once with a minus. And we're done. Simple as that. That's our answer. I like the way they come out real quickly. Okay, next one. This is a perfect square. This is a perfect square, but it's not a minus. It's a plus. The sum of squares is prime. So if there's a plus in between two squares, it's prime. You can try to factor, if you try to factor this out as x plus 4 times x plus 4, then you multiply it out, you're going to get an x squared plus 16x plus 16. Plus 8x in the middle. X squared plus 8x plus 16. There's no 8x here. This doesn't factor nicely. We would say this is prime. All right. So work with these practices again. Even if you don't practice, you're going to get a lot of practice because so many problems go back to this idea, and lots of problems are going to end up being factored as the difference of two squares.